Hi, this is Ramu, Associate Professor, Department of CSC, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. In last class, we have seen strings, right? In this class, we are going to see various strings are available in strings package or strings, right? And here, see the first thing, how to find the length of the given string. For example, IRE is the input. IRE is the input. And what is the length of the IRE? If you want to find the length of the IRE, you need to count the characters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But how the system is going to calculate? Already some predefined functions are available. All are available at the string.h. Please note this. Hash include string.h library. Some of the main functions are string length, strlen, string length, string concatenation, string cat, and str string copy, and next one is string concatenation, string length, string compare, CMP. These are the 4 functions mainly used in various cases, and so many functions are available. You can check in the web for more functions. Here in this class I am going to concentrate on these 4 functions. First we will see the library functions. After that I am going to explain how to implement the library functions manually. Right? See, first I want to check that find the length of the given string. That is my task. First I am going to include hash include of string.h, right? String.h. This is my library. Right? Now after that, already I have one string. I want to find what is the length of the string. Right? If you want to print the length of the string, I should use printf because puts is only used for string printing. Right? Here D and my function name is just now I revealed, right? String length. That's all. String length is a function. It is going to tell the how many characters are there in a given string. It doesn't count null character. Please note this. It doesn't count null character. Is this clear? See, for example, if you run this code, IRE is the input. What is the output? Yes, exactly. 4 is the output. Because it contains 4 characters, it doesn't count null character. Is this clear? String length is a function. It is going to check the how many characters in a given string. Is this clear? Now, my task is how to implement this function manually. How to implement this function manually. See, I am going to tell you one thing. I have one string. What is the string? IRE. IRE is the string. My task is to find the how many characters in a given string. You know what is the definition of the string? Every string is enclosed with double quotes. That's the first, right? And next one, every string ends with null character. Means you know that the character, every string ends with null character. Means the last part of the string should be null character. Right? Is this clear? So, after that, so according to this, how the string is going to store? Like this. I, A, R, E. Right? Null character means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Is this clear? For example, this is a S. If you want to access the first letter, what I should do? S of 0 means I am going to get the first letter. S of 1 means I am going to get the second letter. S of 2 means third letter. S of 3 means fourth letter. S of 4 means last letter. Is this clear? Means I am going to retrieve one by one letter from the string and I am going to check is the null or not. If it is not null, I am going to increment counter. See, I am going to increment the counter is first 0. Counter is 0. Right? When it is not null, yes, I is there, right? 1 and not null, 2, 3, 4, Yes, it is equal to null character. I am going to stop the process. This is the algorithm to find the length of the given string. Right? Here, I am going to concentrate on null character. I am going to repeat my loop until getting the null character. See how I am going to write a code for this process. See here, instead of using this string, what I am going to do, I am going to take a L as a variable. L equal to 0 initially. Right? What is my task? I want to repeat. S of I is not equal to null character. Right? Null character. Every time I need to increment L plus plus. That's all. My code is over. What is the length? L. That's all. This is my code. This is my code for finding the length of the given string. Don't depend on library functions. Try to write your own functions. This is for what? Finding the length of the string. Finding length of given string. Just two statements, right? Most of the interviewers are going to ask how to find the length of the string without using library functions. Sometimes they may mention without using library function. Then you should write your own code. Only you should remember one thing as a definition of the string. You know the definition of the string. Every string ends with null character, right? When it is a null character means you just find the null character, right? If it is not null character, you're going to increment the counter. That's all, right? See, I'm going to check this. If you run this code, yeah, what is the error? Yeah, oh, it is not a I, it is a L, right? Enter G space Ramu. Now I'm going to find what is the length of this one. 6 character, right or wrong? Right? Right or wrong? See, if you observe here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? It is going to calculate space also. Space also. Is this clear? Right? String length function using just 2 statements are enough to find the length of the string. Most of the interviewers are trying to ask what is the length of the string without using library function. Then you should use this code. Right? This is a simple code. By using this code, you are going to find the what is the length of the string. Is this clear? Next, we are going to see next thing. String length is over, right? Next, string compare means I have a 2 strings. I have a 2 strings, right? String A and string B. I want to find these 2 strings are equal or not. Or see here, I am going to give a small message ABC and ABC. The 2 strings are equal. Here, string compare function is going to take first character initially. If the first character is same, it is going to second character. Second character is also same, it is going to third character. Like that, it is going to all the characters. All the characters are 0. Compare of A comma B is value is 0. Please note this. The 2 strings are equal, then it is going to give the 0. The 2 strings are not equal. Then you have 2 cases. For example, here instead of ABC, I am going to write BC. BC. Then, what is the task of compare? It is going to take the first character. Here A is there, here B is there. Both are mismatched, right? What is the ASCII value of small a? Small a ASCII value is 97. What is the small b ASCII value? 98. Right? Compare of A comma B, right? Means this you just minus these two one. So what are you getting? Minus 1. Means it is going to return minus 1. Minus 1 means B string is larger. Right? For example, here ABC is there, but here BC is there. Then it is going to give plus 1. then A string is larger. Right? Is this clear? See, 0 means equal. Positive means first string is larger. Negative means second string is larger. Please note this formula. Right? I have two strings. You need to check that what is the relation between the two strings. Right? Here, I'm going to use first library function. How we are going to use a library function? See, I'm going to comment on this statement. Right? String compare, right? So, I need to read the two strings here. Yes. Right? S, comma, S1. Comma, S1 of 10. Two strings are there. Right? The next thing is, I want to compare, string compare, right? strcmp of S, comma, S1. S, comma, S1. See, you just save it. And if you run this code, first one is ABC. Second one is ABC. Value is 0, right? Both are same, right? If you are going to take ABC is the first string and second string is the BC, then see, -1. Negative means second string is largest. Negative means second string is largest. For example, if you run this code, first string you are going to take a BC and second string is the ABC. Now what is the output? Positive. Positive means first string is largest. Right? This is the string compare function. This is the string compare function. But the interviewer tried to ask implement your own function without using library function. What should you do? What should I do? See, first task you need to find the length of the two strings. First task you need to find the length of the two strings. Right? After that, you need to check the first letter of the first string as well as the first letter of the second string. As well as second letter of the first string and second letter of the second string. Third letter of the first string and third letter of the second string. When it is going to mismatch, then you need to perform the operation between the subtraction operation between the two things. Right? We're going to do that one. See, already I have performed L is the variable, it is going to tell what is the size of the first string, right? And also I am going to take L1. So L1 is also equal to 0. L1 is to find the length of the second string, right? Second string, just L1 and S1 and L1. See, L is the number of characters in the first string and L1 is the number of characters in the second string, right? Next, what should we do here? I want to find the length of the two strings, right? Yes or no? Length of the two strings. Already I have done. Next thing, I want to access the characters from the two strings characters one by one. How many times the loop is going to repeat? Any one of the string goes to null, right? Any one of the string goes to null. That many times it needs to repeat. Even without finding of the length also we can perform. So how I can perform means, see, so without using length, instead of wasting the time, what I am going to do, and see, S1 of L1 is not equal to null character. It's not equal to null character. So we are going to repeat up to this one. What it is going to do? It is going to repeat until either any one of the string is end, the loop is going to out of control. Is this clear? Means you just get out of the loop. Just get out of the loop. If both strings are equal, then it is not a big problem. If any one of the string is, for example, if you give our input is ABC and A, B, C, D. Then which is the largest string? This one only largest string, right? So in this case, how we are going to handle? This is very, very important. How we are going to handle, right? What I am going to do here, see. When after getting out of the loop, what should I do here? See, L1 plus plus, L plus plus, L plus plus, right? When I'm getting out of the loop, then what I'm going to do here, see, it is very, very simple. It is very, very simple. First string is S of L minus S of L1. That's all. That's all. Yes. I'm trying to run this one. Yeah, what I did. What is the mistake I have done here? Oh, sorry. And is not there here, right? And. See, if you run this code, enter name A, B, C, next A, B, C, D. Why it is going to give the 0? We made some mistake. What is the mistake? What is the mistake we have done here? See, both I have used two S's, right? Here I should use S1. Right? Is this clear? So A, B, C, D minus 100. Why it is minus 100? Means the difference of the two strings. The difference of the two strings. Why it is minus 100 means, I'll tell you. See, A, B, C. So just now I said ASCII value of A is 97, right? B ASCII value is, what is the B ASCII value? 98. C ASCII value 99. D ASCII value 100, right? Now we are going to compare the two strings. Two strings. When you are going to compare the two strings, by default, you know already. So it is going to compare the two strings and it is going to give the result. See, if you compare the string comparison function, see what it is going to give. Instead of this, you just use a strcmp of S comma S1. Now we'll see what is the output we are going to get here. A, B, C, D minus 1. Right? So one character means one place it is going to change, right? One place it is going to change. For example, yeah, it is going to give the what it is called negative value. That's all. Negative means second string is largest. Second string is largest. Here, what we wrote code? We wrote the code. The negative value only we got, right? So if it is a negative value, second string is the largest. That is the justification of this one. So if you want to achieve that one, see what should I do? What should I do? So see, what should I do? Instead of printing this one, I need to check the condition if is greater than 0. Right? Is greater than 0. Then I'm going to give, what is the value? If it is greater than 0, then some x equal to, it's not required even. Please note this, it is not required. Even you can print directly like this also. If it is a negative means, it is second string is largest. If it is a positive means, first string is largest. That's all. No need to worry on this. See, this is the code is enough. This is the code is enough to check the two strings are equal or not. Right? If it is a positive, first string is largest. If it is negative, second string is largest. If both strings are equal, it is going to give the positive. See. IRE. 0 is the output. Right? Is this clear? This is the string comparison function. Right? Is this clear? Next, we will see string concatenation. String concatenation. Two strings are there. We need to concat merging of two arrays. How we are going to do? The same like that. Here also do the same concept. Merging of two arrays. Right? You can apply same concept. So instead of that, I am going to show you string concatenation. Sorry. Here strcat of s comma s1. See, if you print s, see what is the output you are going to get here. This one is not required, only IARE. Is this clear? It merges the two strings, right? Merge the two strings. Try to refer merging of two arrays concept you just applied here, then you will get the function. Is this clear? So try to write your own. Concatenation already we have done in the merging of two arrays. The same concept you applied here. That's all. Right? If you want to find the length, you just find the length of the function already we told, right? Otherwise, you just access the second array until you get the null character. Right? So don't find length without what it is called purpose survival. Is this clear? And next thing is string concatenation is over. Next, string copy. If you want to copy strings from data from one string to another string, then what should you do? Again, one more function is there. String copy, CPY. I have only one function I am going to read here. Right? I am going to print S1. See, if you run this code, G Ramu. Right? Destination, right? Forgot it. Is this clear? So here, this is the destination. Sorry. This is the source and this is the destination. Right? Already we have done copying of one array to another array also. Right? Copying. So you can apply the same concept here. Is this clear? You just with a small function you are going to achieve this one. The small function. See. If you want, even I can do that one. See, instead of this one, see, you are going to access the yes until null character, right? Until null character. S1 of L equal to S of L. That's all. But please remember, at end of the L, you should include null character because every string ends with null character, right? Otherwise, you may get a problem. See, if you run this code, got it? Simple copying function. Just simple copying function. Right? Is this clear? So this is the code for copying one string to another string. Okay, you can try the concatenation from your end. Right? Is this clear? And next thing, array of strings. For example, I need to store the array of names. For example, 10 students are there. I want to store the 10 students' names. Up to now, we are going to store only single name, right? For example, if you want to store all 100 students' names, what should you do? Again, we should opt the two-dimensional arrays here. First dimension tells the number of strings. Second dimension tells the number of characters for the each string. Please note this. First thing will tell you how many strings, and second dimension is going to tell you how many characters for the each string. Here, an example is there. 10 means each one it is going to take 10 strings and maximum 10 characters. Please note this is not a compulsory 10 characters. How it is going to store? how it is going to store means, observe clearly. Here, instead of these, I'm going to give a small example. Please note this. For example, care of, it's very, very important. Name 4, right, equal to, I just save the same thing. So if you consider this one, see, it is going to take like this. First one, 4 by 4, right, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so on, so on. See, A, B, C, null character, because here 4 is there, right? Every string it is going to allocate, sorry, here 4 is there, right? Every string it is going to allocate 4 characters. Null character, ABC, after ABC, D, E, F. D, E, F, null character, E, F, G, null character. Here you have 4. It didn't mention anything, right? So this is like it will store. For example, if you print name of 0 means it is a starting address. Please note this. Name of 0 means it is a starting address. From here to until null character means it is going to print ABC is the output. What happened if name of 1 means it is going to take from D onwards, D, E, F. Is clear? Name of 2, it is going to be E, F, G. Sir, I have one doubt. For example, instead of 3, I am going to give 3. What happened? Instead of 4, I am going to write a 3. What happened? See, if you print name of 0, then it will print ABC. So here the D is stored from here. So there is no null character. See, I am going to explain. There is no null character here. So directly the D comes from here. E, F and E, F, G comes here, like that it will store. See, I will explain with a small example. You will get clarity. Here I am going to store 2-dimensional array. 4 equal to, I am going to give ABC first string, comma C, D, E, F, right, comma GHI. Then please note this, it is very, very important bit. Many exams they are going to ask you. See, you just use puts of S of 0. Then what is the output here? S of 0. Just observe the output. ABC, right? ABC is the output. For example, here I am going to take 3 as the input. Then what is the output here? If you run this code, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Why? Why means here we are going to allocate 3 letters for the each string, right? 3 characters for the each string. That means it is going to take like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So each one it is going to allocate 3 characters, right? This is the first one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the second one. 1, 2, 3. This is the third one. 1, 2, 3. Right? Like this. But how many characters are going to store? A, B, C. But where you are going to store the null character? There is no space for the null because this is for the D, F, right? Here it is going for the D, E, F. After that, G, H, I. Right? This is clear? So there is no space for that. That is the reason if you print this one, it is going to get all the string. For example, if you print D, see, if I am going to print the second one, see, first character, this one, DF. See, what is the output you are going to get here? DEFGH, right? The reason is, it is going to print until null character. There is no null character right here. By default, the null character is there. That is the reason. So, what happens if I am going to use a 2 here? 2 here. See, if you run this code, right, is this clear? See, it is going to store, for example, if you take 0 here, if you run this code, A, B, D, E, G, H. The reason is, A, B, after that, it is going to the second part. Second part means D, E. So, this will delete it and D is comes to here, right? Like that, D, E, F, F is deleted and G, H is comes to here and I doesn't come, right? Because we are going to get only 2 letters. That is why be careful before going to create the strings. You should identify how many characters, maximum characters you are going to store. That is very, very important. Based on that only how to give the number of characters. Otherwise, you will get a wrong answer. It doesn't get any error, but it will get the wrong answer. This is where you are going to assign the data. For example, if you read a data, instead of that, see, 10. For example, if you read the data, gets of S of 0. S of 0. The same pattern, how we are going to use. Yeah, semicolon. Always I am forgetting the semicolon. C, G, round. Got it? So, now you can read n number of names. Now, try to find the name is exist or not in a given number of names. For example, you have a 10 members are there. The 10 names, the particular name is there or not. Is this clear? The question is, you have a 10 names, 10 members are there. Means, have a 10 names are there. In 10 names, given name is there or not. Given name is there or not. How are you going to check? Using string compare function. Already you have experience, right? String compare function. The string compare function where you will get a 0, then the string is exist. Otherwise, the name is not exist. Try to write that code. Okay, I'm going to explain that code in the problem discussion section. Okay, thank you. Here, today what you have seen, how to find the length of the string, how to find the, how to concatenate 2 strings, as well as how to copy the string one string to another string, right? As well as array of names also have seen, right? Try to practice and try to solve this problem. If you solve this problem, definitely the concept will understand very clearly. Okay, thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.